Have you ever watched like Granny?
I have watched Gilf. It's just like, yes!
What's it like?
Parade, what is your plan here?
You put it on your head. Well, hello. Are you interrupting me?
Sorry.
Well, hello.
Hello.
It's me.
And me.
And
Me.
We are back with another episode of the Low IQ podcast.
we've got an exciting one today. No Harry. Woo!
Harry, woo!
Because some of you, I bring this up all the
I know
time.
you always say that.
I always say this, but the comments are proper mixed. And they usually really like it, but there's like
Some people
one
say
guy.
it's boring sometimes.
Yeah, basically we have this guy who comes on the pod
Yeah.
when we've got no guests.
I've seen him. I've seen Harry.
Oh, you've seen him?
I quite like him.
Yeah, I like
well,
it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I love
I
him.
think he's a good buzz.
He's a good boy.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
he's not a buzz.
Well,
Buzz.
yeah, man.
I wouldn't say he's a good buzz. He's a good boy.
He's like he's a mellow buzz.
He's a mellow buzz, yeah.
Yeah. So who are you?
Josh Baker.
Josh
or
Baker.
better known as Jim Reaper, I suppose.
Jim Reaper.
Yeah.
That's
Jim
a
Reaper.
cool name.
And what?
It is, the funniest thing is the name was nothing to do with me. I didn't even pick it. It was all just comments that decided it, I guess.
Cool.
And I was like, you know what, that sounds good. I'm going to run with it. And then I did.
Yeah.
What we should do, we should get, if you've got this far in the pod, you should comment what you think he does.
I wonder.
I don't know.
You mean?
I'm a maid.
Yeah.
I just clean stuff all the time.
You are absolutely massive.
I'm a pretty big guy.
You don't really fit in the chair.
I mean, can you even see the chair behind me? I don't know.
No, he's just like squatting. He's just squatting the whole fucking sesh.
I'm a big guy. I'm 6'3", 109. No, I'm currently 187 kilo.
Oh,
Jesus. That's
about-
more than me and you.
Yeah, it's more than you two combined.
Oh my god. So what's that in pounds? You know?
In pounds, probably about 415 pounds.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then you're
29 and a half stone, 30 stone,
that is mental. Isn't it? And how old are you?
29.
He's a year older than you.
I've basically,
2 years.
I've got a stone for every year that I've been alive.
That's insane.
If I keep going,
Oh, yeah. What are you in stone?
29. he
about
said.
29 stone. Yeah, 29, 30 stone. Yeah.
stone.
Yeah. So okay. And what's your like world record thing?
I mean, I've got some crazy little world records, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like one arm bench press.
Okay. What is it?
136 kilo.
Mate.
On incline, that is.
Oh, incline. You know about incline harder.
Mate. Do I know what an incline
No. I'm saying. No. I'm saying. Do you know that incline is harder?
Yeah, I incline, mate.
But the thing is, I do it. It's not like I do it on like a dumbbell. I do it on a barbell. So I do it on a full bar.
Okay.
I stretch the weight across, and then I'll just take it off with two hands, move it to one, and then just press it on one.
So are you? Is that stronger than Larry Wills then? Because he's.
I mean, I've got a stronger bench than Larry Wills.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the
definitely stronger than in one arm? My current bench is 320 kilo.
That's ridiculous. I tried 80 the other day.
Did you not get it?
Hey, it's
Yeah, I
still
did.
pretty good.
No, you did. No, that is good.
But we'll find out today.
You know what?
Yeah.
Speaking of gym, I've got some gifts for you actually.
Oh.
This is a silverback gym bag. You can keep the bag. You can use.
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's
Oh, I
brand
guess
new.
you can keep
no
it.
I've loaded it with goodies as well. It's quite heavy, so.
What the hell? No way.
But,
Can you open it now?
Yeah, man, absolutely. Open up the
Thank you so
big
much.
zip on the back.
We get to keep the
we go.
bag.
Yeah, man.
Well, I guess you keep.
Thank
it.
you.
But there's
keep it?
Yeah.
there is all sorts in there that you can split between you if you want.
Well, guess. Oh no, don't you see it now?
No way.
But there's
Sick.
I think
this is
I've
fucking
loaded it. There's
sick.
creatine, powder caps. There's
No
multivits.
way.
There's
Whey
whey protein. There's
You
energy drink
absolute
cans,
legend.
pre-workout, liquid creatine.
What
That's
is
brand.
this?
That's that's first in the world, by the way.
What is it?
Patented liquid creatine.
Can we do some?
If you want to, absolutely.
I love
I had
creatine.
creatine today.
Yeah, liquid creatine.
I shouldn't do some
thank
more,
you
should
very
I?
much.
Oh, not a problem, man. I'd
don't
love
have
to,
to- You don't have to do that.
Also, if you go in that, not a problem. If you go in,
Sick.
if you go in that zip closest to you, Jack, on your side, there's also a couple more things in there.
More things in here.
Yeah, just take those two out, and then
Oh, is that?
that's for the happy ending that you promised me.
No
Oh,
way.
it's got your name on it.
No, that's a chocolate condom.
Oh, mate.
I heard you had a sweet tooth for me, and
Have you tasted?
then that's a sildenafil seed in case you can't get it up.
Abe.
Yeah, ABE pre-workout. Yeah,
AB.
Oi, have you ever done those condoms where they've got like
Nose condom. That's not how you talk about putting on a condom.
have you done it like a fucking snooze or something? No, where they got like
ribs, dots.
no. They've got what's it called? Fucking numbing
No, I
powder in
haven't.
it. Nah.
But I feel like I'd like to try one now.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Because if you put basically right when I used to like shag other girls,
Yeah.
I can't anymore. Because I've got a girlfriend. I mean, I don't want to anymore. You know what I mean?
Sticky
I can't
waters,
do
be
it.
careful.
But whenever I like had sex with a new girl, and a lot of you guys, you might get it, right?
Yeah.
I used to spunk really quick because
Still do. Yeah. I'm still.
because it's just like new, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you used to get that?
No.
His girlfriend watches. Did you used to get that?
I mean, I've been my missus 13 years.
Oh, he don't
Yeah.
get it.
And I still, even now, like, you know what it is? I find like you build a resistance to it,
Yeah,
as long
yeah.
as it happens
It's like
frequently.
gym training.
But if it doesn't happen for like a week, I'm like,
Yeah,
You know?
No, it's really annoying.
yeah.
So you got to always pull out.
Thank you so much for this, by the way. This
not a
is sick.
problem,
Yeah,
man. Not a
appreciate
problem. No, absolutely.
Let's try some of this. Oh,
So,
mate,
what?
let's do a scoop of fucking dry mouth pre-workout.
That's mental. Now,
Is it pre-workout out
it's
there?
actually a really good one to dry scoop. You know, you might enjoy
Really?
it. Yeah, I mean, you might get a little.
Yeah, let's-
crack,
are we
like-
going to be going all mental?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
I
got a
mean,
gym workout. In a
we
minute.
have got a gym workout in a bit. It's probably a bit early for it, but you know what? You could just do another scoop and have a heart
Should we
attack.
do half a scoop each?
Yeah, go on.
Because then we'll get
Go on.
half. We should do. I was thinking this could be funny for the pod. You take this. Is this a Viagra?
It is indeed.
Let's see.
It's
if you get a boner.
sildenafil, so yeah.
Jack, no, we're not doing
It'd be
that.
funny if you get a boner.
I don't want a boner next to him. Do some unimaginable shit to me. I can't even resist
No,
it.
because this would prove something. Because I think when you have a Viagra, you only get a hard on if
If you're horny.
you're horny, and then we can test if you look at us and get horny.
Jack, what is that?
Why don't you
Why
wanna
are
do
you
it?
scared?
Why is
Why are you
what-
scared?
Why are you
why
worried
is
about
it
that?
any- that is any benefit?
But why are you
We'd
worried
know
about
if
that?
you get horny around us.
You do it, freak.
How long does it last?
I mean, I don't know. I don't
You
take
do
them.
know.
No, it takes about 40 minutes, 30 minutes to kick in.
30
And it can
minutes?
last for a good. I mean, if you're horny for 4 hours, it will last for a good 4 or 5 hours easy.
The thing is, though, it doesn't make you last longer, does it?
No, it doesn't. But
There's no point.
it makes you stronger for longer, though. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, but
Does it?
my boners are pretty strong. I don't know how
You know
it
what?
gets
I mean,
stronger.
like, I'm a big guy, man, and if I crack one of them, I gain 2 inches.
Really?
I swear to God. You
Yeah,
know all the
have you
blood in my
cracked
body,
it?
it just rushes.
I actually want to keep. You're not going to use it, mate. You don't have to.
Can I have half of it?
Come on, you can't half that. Fuck. Can I have it, please? You've got the bag.
Why do you want it?
Because I want to try it out.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to try it out. It's going to be
yeah.
sick.
Really?
Imagine if I just pop it and then my girlfriend's just not in the mood.
Oh, that would suck.
Which is every time, by the
So are
way.
we gonna dry
Sorry, my
scoop?
love.
I've never dry scooped.
You've never dry scooped,
Nah.
Brie? Okay.
Apparently, I have, obviously.
I mean, if you're going to dry scoop, just make sure you don't breathe in through your mouth while it's in your mouth.
yeah.
Where do you breathe in? Nose.
Oh, you just breathe in and out your nose.
Do
While
you
it's
not
in your
breathe
mouth.
at all? Or?
fuck is that?
No, you definitely breathe. You need to breathe.
Who's messaging me? Fuck off. Yeah, breathe.
How do you open this?
But I've heard dry scoop.
Just punch it, mate, with your knuckles. Crack it in. Well, that's
Right,
superb.
there you go. He knows.
That smells delightful. That.
Are you sponsored by these?
Oh, I am sponsored by them. Yeah,
Hey, you're
yeah.
sponsored by everyone.
I mean, I've got so much product in my house that
Oh, you don't
it's
even
like,
need it.
The moment I was like, yeah, I'm coming here, I was like, you know what, no problem. I've got 19 bags that I don't need. And, Do you know what I mean? Yeah, just
Go on then, dry scoop. Dry scoop.
you need a drink though.
Yeah, have we got one?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you
we've
got
got-
one. You got one.
Right.
Oh,
Watch
this
it out
is-
with Monster.
Is that? I'd be ready to go.
Ready? Really?
a drink.
No, that's half. Mate, I've never. This
Go
is.
on then, go
I'm
on then, go
losing
on
my.
Just keep it
virginity.
on your tongue and breathe in and out through your nose.
Right. So
Okay.
can you instruct me on how I dry scoop?
You just did.
Yeah, so
Okay, I want it.
onto your tongue
Onto
and
your tongue.
breathe in and out through your nose. If you breathe in through your mouth, which I did in Iceland like recently, I was with Half Thor, you know Thor Bjornsson
Yeah.
from
Oh,
Game of
it's
Thrones.
huge.
I'm with Thor, we're doing a bench session, and I've done like a big scoop dry, and I'm like, oh, I've got no water. I was like, have anyone got a bottle of water kind of thing? But it's already in my mouth at this point, and they're like, no, we drink out the tap here. Like Iceland, the water's so pure that like asking for bottled water is almost like an insult there.
Really? Wow.
So I was like, where's the tap? They're like, it's here. So I bend down to get the tap, but for a second, just
Breathe.
forget it's in my mouth, and I breathe in my mouth.
Oh, fuck.
And it goes, I start just literally choking on it. I'm like,
Well, yeah, because
tried to like get water down my throat, and now he's having second thoughts.
no, you're right. That's never happened to me. I know he goes to gym more than I, but
No,
trust me.
out of the thousands of times I've done it, that's the one time that happened. You just
You
literally
always dry scoop it, do you?
only dry scoop.
Why?
Can't be asked.
Oh, fair
Way easier.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so am I swallowing this, before
Mate, let me show you how to do it. All you got to do is go and then drink.
You just put it in your mouth, keep it there, put some drink in your mouth.
Oh, so you're
Split
not
round,
even...
swallow it.
Oh, I thought I'd just swallow the whole
See,
pallet.
this is what I mean. We're about to have an issue then.
Yeah.
Really, you don't do that.
No.
And then you
just
pour
drop it
water
onto your tongue, keep it in your mouth, breathe
right.
in and out through your nose, and just swill it around.
How long do I breathe in and out
By the way,
my nose?
with that, because that's carbonated, I'd be quick with swallowing it.
Oh, mate. There's
Just
so many
fucking
rules.
do it, mate.
You're telling
People
me
get
so many
bored.
rules. All right.
Come on.
All right, then.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
Come on.
mate.
Lick it.
Shut up.
What was that? Why is your tongue doing that?
I don't know. I'm freaking out.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's everywhere.
He's licked the scooper as well. This is incredible.
It's just yeah. Now just close your mouth, wet it up a little bit,
Breathe it in through your nose and out through your nose.
and then just put some of that.
Put that in your mouth now. Yep. Drink in your mouth. Yep. Swill it round. Swallow.
Just lick the fucking thing. You don't do that.
Swallow.
Go. Yeah. Then swallow. Where is it?
I've got the feeling that carbonation's just hitting pretty. Yeah. I had a feeling that was going to happen. That's the thing with the Monster, man. Because it's carbonated, it's like super hard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's strong shit.
Is it
bruv.
sour? Is it sour?
That was only half a scoop.
That
Yeah.
tastes good, though. That is good shit.
I didn't get the feeling you were going to say that tasted good.
Oh, mate, I'm going to be off my rocker in a minute. Pre-workout on a pod. I get hyper sometimes.
And monster as well. You've had a whole monster.
Yeah, I have.
Right, mate.
I'm
Anyway.
going to crash later.
Either way, back to the pod. Perfect. Okay, so you bench fuckloads,
Yeah.
which we're going to see
What?
later in Jack's video. We're going to do.
Yeah, we're going to do
Yeah.
a video later. We're going to do... He's going to train us how to be strong and all that.
I mean, I've done clap benching, which is obviously a real speciality, I guess.
Clap benching.
Yeah.
Which
on
is-
incline, I threw 160 kilo in the air, clapped and caught it.
That... Right.
Yeah, how does that not fall down really quick?
Because the aim is to, I know it sounds stupid because I'm speaking from a very specialist point of view, but I'm so strong that I can generate enough torque that when I let go, it keeps traveling. So I throw it into the air, clap, and then I catch it on the way down.
Why are you doing that though? Like, you don't need to.
Because for me, the most important thing about gym is fun.
Yeah,
I want to enjoy
yeah.
myself. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people are like super strict with everything. I'm not. I just like to have fun, man. I enjoy myself.
But what happens if you throw it and then like something gets in your eye and your face just
You're dead, mate.
You are dead.
It's not happened yet, so I don't know.
Mate,
I haven't
you
dropped
can't
it yet,
do
so I
that.
don't know.
Imagine how cringe that would be if you're filming yourself doing that. You just die.
Yeah.
It'd be a really good way to go out. To be
Yeah.
honest, But it hasn't. Luckily, I haven't dropped it yet, so it's gone pretty well.
I wouldn't bother doing it.
So how long have you trained for?
7 years. 7 years now.
Okay, how long have you trained for?
5.
How does that work then?
Training for different goals, I guess. You know, I train for like brute strength, straight up. Like I train to be
yeah, I don't care
as
about
strong as I absolutely can.
I was watching. Have you ever seen Dr. Mike?
Yes, Mike
like-
Patel. Yeah,
Do you like him?
I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's
Good
cool.
guy.
And he was saying that so for hypertrophy, you got to do.
More reps.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Sorry.
You got to do. You got the eccentric and the
Decent.
concentric.
Concentric and eccentric. Yeah,
Shit.
Yep.
Wait.
So
I don't know what that was. You've never done that before.
if you're doing hypertrophy, you want to really slowly do the eccentric. one.
yeah.
And
But
it-
you also, I mean, you slow on both movements is great on the
yeah, on
eccentric and the
both.
concentric.
And that does that. That's for building muscle.
Yeah, that's more of like a bodybuilding style of training. Whereas
It
I'm more about getting a weight from point A to point B as fast and as efficiently as possible.
So like proper explosive
Just
shit.
as I mean, I'd argue I've probably got the most explosive bench and chest on the planet. No one,
Really?
yeah.
Can I feel?
No one's. If you want to,
I really want to.
If
I
you
wanna
want
feel
to, yeah.
Is it proper sick?
They're like tits. They're brilliant.
Is it really nice?
Yeah, they're great.
Can I have
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, did I tell you guys I've got big balls as well? If you, yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
That's sick. So
Yeah.
okay, you weigh so much, and how much do you eat?
Do you know what? This is the biggest misconception about me. I think everyone thinks like to be my size, you have to eat stupid amount. You actually you don't. You can gradually. For 7 years, I've just gradually gained and gained and gained. It's not been like an overnight thing, obviously, but from when I was like 22, I've just gained weight, and that's just over progressively eating a little more. But I don't, you know, in a day, like I won't eat, oh my God, 10,000 calories. I think that's like such a bullshit thing, by the way. Like all these people are like, yeah, I eat 10,000 calories. They don't. Nobody's eating 10,000 calories a day. Like you might do it one day and then for 2 days you're in a fucking coma. Do you know what I mean? Like people aren't doing that. And, you know, like you see like YouTubers, like, you know, Eddie Hall's a friend of mine, good friend of mine. Like he does the videos of like, you know, my strongman diet, 12,000 calories a day. Nobody was fucking eating that because it's just so difficult to maintain that kind of calorie intake. You'd be shitting every hour. Every hour you'd be like, shit break. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally like
protein.
And like, yeah, it's just so much. But I mean, on average, I'd say about 4,500, 5,000 a day.
So that's like what, double average?
Yeah. But then the thing is, like, this whole like 2,000 calorie average is based off like your, you know, average adult. And it's been 2,000 calories for what, 40 years now, 50 years?
Yeah.
Has been the recommendation. People have changed. People are bigger than they were back then. Like 2,000 calories is such a low amount of calories, in my opinion, for your average adult, especially someone that's in the gym.
Oh, it's
you know what I mean? In my
than...
opinion, it is. Especially if you're someone that's looking to build muscle, gain muscle, or strength training. Do you know what I mean? I just think like 2,000 is like, in my opinion, a low amount. But I am also someone that just looks at food and says yes to everything. So,
yeah, okay.
you know what I mean?
So do you like dirty bulk? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
You just eat what
That's my life. I've been at a perma bulk.
Really?
Yeah, 7 years of bulk, man. Hell yeah.
So all right, what's an average day look like? So breakfast, what you say? How many meals do you have?
3 to 4, but so you know, not necessarily more meals than everyone else, but I suppose the difference is my meal intake is bigger portions.
Yeah.
You know,
Have you got
so
like a picture of your meal? Like, should have gotten to take a picture.
Have I got a picture of a meal? Let me think.
Well, you could just.
I probably haven't actually, but yeah. So on average, like if I have an omelette in the morning, it's like 12 large eggs.
Well, okay.
Oh, that's a lot of eggs. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have like 12 large eggs, a bit of cheese in there, mushroom, pepper, stuff like that. That's just for flavour choice, though. Obviously, you can add whatever you want. And I'll have that with like 4 pieces of toast, 5 pieces of toast.
Jeez,
a lot. How do you not get full? Like, that's fuck.
I do though. I do get full. Don't get me wrong. I get full, but I think the difference is I get hungry quicker. So like someone else might eat that and be full for like 6 hours.
Yeah,
I'll be full till like 1, 2, and then be like, oh, I'm hungry again. Like I'm good to go. And I think it's obviously I've just got so much mass that my body will utilise that food differently to how someone else will. So like crazy. By 1, 2, I'm hungry again. But then it'll be like anything. I'll eat anything. Like if you know Uber Eats in my household is a staple.
What's your
It gets
favourite?
battered, man. Greg's. I'm fucking
Greg's,
which is really bad, isn't it? Nah, it's not my favourite, but you know what it is? It's the easiest. Greg's is everywhere. Like,
True.
And it's like, you know, maybe 3 hot sausage rolls, a southern fried baguette, and then, you know, maybe a katsu steak bake. I'll do like 3,000 calories from Greg's.
Or
no way.
Sausage and bean.
Yeah, I'm awful for it. But if I had to go like a real favourite, smash burgers, man. You can't beat like a real smash burger.
I've never had one of them.
You've never had a smash burger?
No,
Like a smash
hear
patty
about
burger? What?
Yeah.
What even is it? I've never heard of it.
Burger that's smashed.
What?
Smash.
You've never had a smash burger?
What, they like mashed down?
Isn't
They
it
smash the patty. Yeah, they smash the
like
meat.
a sloppy Joe?
I've never even heard of it.
Oh my god.
I want to do it.
Does it taste better when it's smashed?
There must be like 5,000 smash patty places within 5 miles of here.
Really?
Oh, really?
And I can't believe you've never had one.
Oh, can we eat one after?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
You don't have to convince me.
We'll have a smash patty. Right.
Yeah.
So do you ever go for a period where you just eat like pure healthy shit, or it doesn't really
I
matter?
do. I have like, I suppose what happens is I get bored. I usually have like, the best way to treat it is I get like zombified by food that I eat. So I start like going off food completely because I'm just like, I don't want that. And then I'll go on like a kick of just eating like better food.
Really?
Usually just like a reset for myself, I guess. You know, to like reset my stomach and reset my butt biome.
My butt guy.
That's a good one. My gut biome. And just to reset and go again, which will tend to be like chicken and rice, broccoli. You know, my breakfast tends to be like a stricter amount of just clean eggs and nothing else really there, etc. And that's just how my meals go then. But I also, you know, use stuff like BPC 157 is a peptide. It's really good for like gastrointestinal health. It's really good for gut health. So I use that as well.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Do you go on?
I was going to say, what?
No, go on.
I was going to say, when you're eating all that stuff, does it not affect your stomach?
Not really. I don't have any
aches?
issues. No, not at all.
You probably got a good gut.
You must have a good... Because I
think correct supplementation, like making sure you're getting the right things into your body, will support the breakdown of anything. Do you know what I mean? As long as you just... I think it's the same with anything in life. Like, anything in moderation is okay, right? Yeah, as long as you're careful with it. If when you overdo anything, it can fuck you up, right?
Yeah. Do you get like proper hot? Because
I mean,
you're like,
I take testosterone. You know,
you do?
You know, I'm just gonna. That's the.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how that got.
So I use steroids.
You do?
I'm an anabolic user.
Yeah.
So,
Is that what? So there's loads of different ones, isn't there? There's like.
So I mean, like the thing. Okay,
Yeah,
this
what do you do?
is the thing with gear, right? Gear is such an frowned upon thing, which rightfully so it should be, but it's frowned upon because of all the negative light that is on it. But the problem is it doesn't get the coverage of moderation, which is what I just said. In the sense of gear is awful, and I don't recommend anyone to use it. I really don't.
So
yeah.
is that not test?
Test is gear? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
because Coke is gear as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but we're not talking about that, mate.
I mean,
I'm just saying gears,
when I say gear, I mean like steroids. Yeah.
Okay.
But like steroids, you know, I don't recommend anyone to use them at all, ever. But I use them, and I believe the justification for steroid use should be either you're A, competing and you're aiming to be the best at what it is that you compete in, or B, you're going for a strength sport and you're aiming to be the best in that strength sport. Otherwise, I just don't feel like you should use any steroids, unless, in my opinion, you're 40 plus and you're a male.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I heard that when you get to a certain age,
30,
you
innit?
should.
So like the loss. So if you get to like, I think it's 35 plus around there, your natural test levels will drop. You lose muscle mass. The health differences are massive. You're more lethargic. You sleep worse. Your skin's worse. Pretty much everything, you know, in terms of deterioration of a man can happen the moment your test starts to drop. So you know, there's guys that are 21, 22 with low tests naturally and don't know it, and then they go and get a blood test and the doctor prescribes them TRT, and then their life just changes completely. So
Really?
I started testosterone in July 2023.
Last
So
year?
I
It's
jumped
not
on
even
gear
that
last year.
fucking long
so-
ago.
No, so I benched 305 kilo natural. And then I jumped on gear last year. But when I had my first blood test to show all my stuff before I hopped on anything, my test was sitting like at an eighth of what it should be.
Yours-
as
oh
a
my
natural-
God.
as a normal male, average
How are
male,
you gaining so much?
So a lot of it happens because of my size. So high body weight can reference to lower testosterone.
Really?
Vitamin D deficiency. So most UK is vitamin D deficient. So we don't
Yeah,
really
I'm
get much
vitamin
sun.
D deficient.
Yeah, so vitamin D deficiency lowers testosterone also. But my test was super low. And then I jumped on like a milligram of testosterone and I felt 16 again.
Really?
Best way to
It
put it.
changed your.
Yeah.
Did you have a beard?
I was waking up with...
Well, my mate-
you know that morning wood, like, I could
Yeah.
knock someone out with it. I was like,
No
it was
way.
dangerous, yeah.
Did you used to like wank it off? Well, just to get rid of it, I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But you know, like my energy was way higher, my confidence was way higher, my like assertiveness was higher. Do you know, in the sense of like my surety in myself,
Confidence.
the way I hold myself, carry myself, confidence definitely. My sleep was incredible. No more lethargicness, and not only was my sleep better, but I slept longer, and my deep sleep was longer. Pretty much everything changed.
So you were like an eighth before.
Yeah.
So what did it go up? Did it go?
Well, now
over?
it's, you know, significantly higher than what the average should
Oh,
be.
really?
No,
Oh,
I say
is it?
significantly. I run, you know, I'd say it's probably triple what the average males would be now.
Fucking hell.
Is that a lot then? Is
Actually, in the world of, you know, gear and steroid use, especially in the bodybuilding strength world, it's not a lot.
what is
No,
it usually
not a lot at all.
in the world of steroid use? What?
I mean, you know, for someone my size, you'd say like 2 to 3 mil a test is like you know, that's normal, I guess.
What I don't know what that.
But I use a mil, so I use quite a low amount compared to,
Oh.
you know, I suppose most people who look at my size.
And you inject it in your ass?
Straight to the butt, baby.
Yeah, and every week.
Really?
I mean, I don't. The missus does such bend over and say, "Stick
Oh,
that
does
in."
she?
Yeah, I'm not doing it, mate. Fuck that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Do you like needles? I
I don't.
hate
You know
needles.
what? I used to hate them, and now I just don't give a shit. Yeah,
Really?
don't care at all.
I really want to know, like, with
Test.
Mm.
how quickly did you see the change?
It took about 2 to 3 weeks for the mood changes. I remember that. Like, I was waking up just feeling better in myself, in my life. I remember that, and it was. I would never say it's placebo. It's definitely like a.
Oh, really?
I felt it 100%, and then it took about 8 to 12 weeks to see some strength gains on it. But then also there's negatives to it. So, like for example, the sex drive is too high.
Too high.
Too high.
My mate says that.
Like
fucking
Is he on
it's
it?
it's like it's stupid how, you know, like I actually don't understand how my missus deals with me. Like
Really?
I
Like a
how
rabbit
often?
dog.
How often?
every fucking waking moment, day.
Like now?
bro, if she walks past and I see a nipple, it's like, yeah, fucking, it's go time, bro. Like,
Really? Like a little
straight
animal
away,
on
like
heat?
anything.
So you
Yeah,
wouldn't-
like literally like being on heat, yeah.
So wait, so multiple times a day, you're bussing her?
If she lets me.
Really?
Yeah.
Just be like, "Get
Otherwise,
off."
I'm like, I'm going to the bathroom. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
Really?
it's fucked.
Yeah, 'cause-
you know, it's funny because I remember watching a pod the other week with you guys, and one of the questions was, what's your record for like jacking off?
Wanks.
And I was like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fucking rookie numbers, boys.
Oh, really?
What's your number?
Mate, like easily like 12.
Fuck in a
yeah.
day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but is anything even squirting out?
Nah, it's just fucking raw pain. It's just like, yes! Like, sorry, I swear.
No way.
The best way to put it is, it's like, you know how normally you get like that post-nut clarity where you've nut and everything kind of just simmers
You're like,
down and you're like, like, why did I even nut over that particular porno? Like, I didn't even like,
Old granny.
'cause, like, yeah, like we've all had some questionable wanks, like we have, let's be honest.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, go on. Carry
I've
on.
watched like midget stepsister shit, you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, man, fucking
Midget stepsister.
Fuck yeah, man.
I've watched like stepsister shit.
yeah,
I think that's quite normal though.
Yeah, but getting to the midget one, like, that's where we level up.
Is it?
Fuck yeah, man.
Have you ever watched like Granny?
I have watched Gilf.
Yeah,
I've
I
watched
have.
Gilf.
I have.
Yeah.
That's fucking no.
I've watched Gilf porn.
I ain't.
No, because there is some good mature muff, man. Like, there really is.
There's some fit grannies out.
Yeah, there's some mature muff.
Yeah, there is.
I
definitely.
suppose when you get to that,
Try the gilf shit.
when you get to that age though, because I've always thought about this. In fact, I think did we talk about this? How like when you're older,
Yeah.
do you like find like an old person attractive? Because I look
we
at
did.
90-year-olds.
I'm like grim.
And they're
You
like,
mean like if I'm 60, will I find another 6-year-old
Yeah,
attractive?
yeah.
like, do you? Because at
question,
this
actually.
age,
Yeah.
at this age, I look at an 80-year-old and I'm like, you're not fit. But-
Really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
But when you're 80,
Will an
would
8-year-old?
would you then start finding them fit?
I might have to ask the old person.
yeah.
Well,
If I can think of someone.
my theory, what I said in my last podcast, is when we're 50 as men, I don't think, unless they're proper, like, really good, attractive 50-year-old women. What? No, what I'm saying is, I think a boy's brain is so mature that it stays at like a 20-year-old age. So I think that you'll still find like a 25-year-old attractive. It might be a bit dangerous because you'll be like,
Yeah.
I really want that 25-year-old.
Yeah.
And but I'm 50.
Yeah.
That's what I
I mean, the biggest like thing I saw about that recently was like when like Andrew Tate started blowing up. You know, he was always like talking about, I think there was a viral clip of him talking about being like, you know, however old he is, 33, 34, 35.
Yeah.
And he's talking about like, he only wants 21, 22-year-old females. around him.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like,
Gets a bit dodgy.
it's a bit sticky. Like,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but I think
But-
he's saying that for like clickbait. Shit.
oh,
Yeah, he's trying to
He's
rage.
the master of it. Like, absolutely.
100%. I think
He's
it's
trying
funny.
to piss people off, isn't he?
Yeah.
So with the testosterone, because a lot of people say they go like angry. Do you not get that?
Do you know the biggest? Okay, so the biggest downfalls is definitely sex drive is too high, and then because it can affect relationships is the worst thing about it. Definitely,
Really?
do you know what I mean?
How?
Yeah, because like, if your sex drive's too high, like sooner or later they're gonna be like, "Well, am I a hole?" Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
which is really like that's how it starts to become for them because you tend to lose the emotional connection and just treat it as a physical act. You're like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, I need to nut." Do you know what I mean? So it's like that can become a lot for them, and then also skin. Like I went through like 8 months of my skin like just being acne. It was like, what? the
Really?
fuck? Yeah, because
Shit.
when you start using testosterone, your estrogen can spike also. And obviously estrogen, if it spikes too high, can just give you awful skin because it's the female hormone, which
And man
isn't
boobs,
great.
right?
Can happen, yeah. Luckily, it's not happened to me yet.
Gyno.
I'm hoping it doesn't happen. But I've not got any of that. And again, I think that's the kind of stuff that happens when you don't effectively moderate what it is that you're using. Do you know what I mean? And you just kind of treat it with like a balls to the wall approach.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily for me, like I have my bloods checked every 10 to 12 weeks. I'm super strict with everything. All my health markers. I have heart scans, 3D scans of my heart. You name it, pretty much everything that I can have done.
all good then, yeah.
All good. Yeah. I mean, weirdly enough, actually. A lot of people look at me and assume I'm super unhealthy, but my heart is actually 2 years younger than my physical age. So my heart age is actually 27, even though I'm 29.
So do you with all the testing stuff? Do you do it under supervision?
As in supervision of like professional.
Yeah.
So I've got a sponsored blood doctor in Birmingham, super
Oh,
guy. His name is Dr. Imran Khan, and he works with pretty much everyone that there is to work with. Ashley Kane. the guy that's done like the Ultraman recently across the UK, stuff like that. He's also worked with like the Enhanced Games, Olympics, pretty much every university in the UK.
So he's a fucking top dog.
Super good, yeah. But everything that I do, decision making wise, is under the provision of him. So when we check my blood markers, if something's like a little high here or a little low there, we look at what I can supplement to change those figures and how we can bring them up or down. And then also if there's like a red marker where we're like, we don't like that, it's like, okay, we need to drop this, increase this, do this to bring it back in line, and in 10 weeks we'll check again.
I had when I started gym, I had gyno.
Yeah.
Do you know what gyno is?
Gynecology.
No.
Incredible.
I wish I were.
What is gyno?
Gyno is in your nipple. You get a build up of like hormones. It's estrogen and testosterone.
You have
right?
pepperoni nipples.
Well, you get a ball in your nip, and you can actually see it. And you'd squeeze it, and it'd be like, it would hurt.
I don't like that.
And I'd be like, it lasted for like a year, and I was like, this is so shit. I had like a nipple that.
Why'd you get that then?
Just like starting the gym and shit. Like
just
it's a change of hormones in that. Yeah.
I don't know.
So I was just like, I don't know. I wasn't taking
He's
it.
been on the gear.
Have you?
No,
He's been
I
on the
haven't.
test.
You've been on test.
He's been on the test.
It happens when
If you've been on test,
I haven't been on test.
been-
Tell him, please. It
Hold on.
happens.
do you reckon
He's
he's
been
been
on a test.
I'm not on test. I'm not big enough.
I mean, that's a pretty impressive bicep. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, he's on test. Yeah, he's on test. I'm not going to lie. Maybe Tren, actually. Could be on Tren.
What's the difference between Tren and test?
Oh, I mean, I've never tried Tren, but Tren, from what I know and from the people I know, like Larry Wills and stuff, they've absolutely abused the stuff. It is like the demon steroid.
Is
It
it?
like makes you super aggressive.
Oh, wow.
You get really irrational, super emotional. You act out a character. Like, yeah, it's.
Was
not,
that what Eddie Abu was on? What did he?
What was he on? You know.
I think like I don't know. The thing with Eddie, like, he's like preaching from this porch when the guy was literally blasting everything years ago. He preaches from a porch of like, oh, like this is fucking shit and this is shit.
Yeah.
It's like, Eddie, you were using all that shit.
But
Yeah, he was.
what I don't get is, so you can compete with enhancements.
Absolutely, yeah.
Really?
So you have tested and untested feds in powerlifting, and strongman's pretty much.
Oh, they're
tested anyway.
different comp.
Yeah. So you have like the IPF, which is all natural powerlifting, completely tested. You're tested, but even then, like gear tests are super easy to pass.
Really?
Oh, fuck yeah, like dude, like in the Olympics, there's stories of like Iran were like getting audience members to piss in pots and submitting that piss as their fucking
No way.
reference
Surely
piss.
they'll just take their blood, no?
No, piss tests.
Is that it?
But you can take like certain pills, supplements, etc. Things you can take,
Combat.
things you can do to just literally measure the markers immediately, and boom, it looks like you're natural.
But surely your genes must be like fucking mutant. Because
So
I feel like
there's definitely genetic anomalies everywhere, but I am definitely one of them. Like the way that my muscle fibers work in my chest, and like how explosive they are, is like that's a genetic thing.
because you're like
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
If I did
Brute.
it, ate a baboon. I was going to say
No,
gorilla.
brute. I said brute.
Oh, baboon. Yeah, you have like the build of a gorilla, and they've got like really.
It's funny because I'm sponsored by a company called Silverback Gymwear.
Really?
No,
Yeah,
I
so,
understand.
yeah.
Why.
Yeah.
But I'm huge. Is the best way to put it. I have like a huge upper body density. Like my chest, my shoulders are super thick, really dense, and I have like I don't know the best way to describe it. I've just got so much mass up here that's like really irregular. Like normally you wouldn't see it. But a bit like Eddie Hall. Like Eddie Hall's got the the Hercules gene.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like,
you got
which
that.
is super. I don't know. I am actually having, funny enough, a full gene test done. So I will find out soon. What it is that I've got.
Does Eddie Hall talk about steroids or not?
Not really. Eddie has always been very, very recluse with all of any talk around gear, which is,
Really?
I think it's a good approach to have in a sense. I mean, I'm super open about gear usage because the thing that really fucks me off in the fitness space now, and like the whole like gym talk or gym influencing scene, is that like people that do use gear aren't vocal about it.
Yeah.
And the damage to not being vocal about it is you're now setting unrealistic standards for people
yeah.
that are watching you. So you've got hundreds of thousands of audience, these kids that are 14, 15, 13 years old that are getting into the gym and they're like, how do you look like that? Like, how is that happening? Because you're saying you're natural. So that entices them to jump on gear because they're like, well, I want to look like you and I don't know how, so I'm going to jump on something. Whereas actually, you'd find the opposite effect of just being honest about it. If you're just honest and say, listen, I look like this because I use gear.
Yeah.
And this is what I use, and I don't recommend it.
And-
then people are like, oh, well, you're only like that because you're on gear then, so now I don't feel as bad about how I look.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And people respect it if you're open about it. I feel.
It's like, when I jumped on last year, like, I made sure I posted all my bloods before jumping on so people could see, like, I'd never taken anything, and I've got no reason to lie. Like I've never had a reason to lie about it. I'd never taken anything that's on my children's lives until that July last year.
Kids, yeah.
Yeah, I got two boys.
How old are they?
Are they
9 and 11.
9.
Are they already quite handy?
Nah, I mean they're big lads. Oh yeah, they're big boys. Like they're definitely going to be units. I reckon. Like they could definitely go and play rugby, no problem. Do you know what I mean?
Oh really? Are they tall as well?
Yeah, they're tall, man. Tall, big lads. Like super big in their classes and stuff. But they're like my youngest, my 9-year-old. He's like super into the gym already. Like he wants to come with me every time.
Really?
9.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm proper pinging off.
Yeah,
this.
I started at 18.
Yeah, this pre-workout.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
fuck me.
It's only half a scoop.
Yeah, mate. I don't know why. I'm just
He's
fucking
really
buzzing.
susceptible to like
I'm
fucking
susceptible.
like energy caffeine and
That's
shit.
good.
You know what I mean? So you had a kid at 19 years
18.
old. 18 years old. What was that? Did you mean to have the child?
So this is like a happy accident.
Yeah.
I guess I'm still with her. Still with
Oh,
mum.
lovely.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, of
13
course.
years.
You've been with 13.
Yes and no. Like the thing is, you know, there's a common outlook with children young, isn't it? That they're like, oh, you've ruined your life. You're not going to live your life. My biggest question to people that say that is, what are you doing that's so good with your life at 19? Because you're usually broke. You're usually just pissing your money away and drinking. You don't actually get to do much or experience that much, but people act like life is so buzzing. Like most 19-year-olds I know aren't that fucking buzzing.
You just get, like, on the gear or-
they're like, oh, I'm broke. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't afford to like eat a Nando's and go out for a drink tonight or do this and that. You know, like they struggle. But then with me, when I was 18, I had when I knew I was having a son, I was like, it changed my whole ethic of like everything. I was like, fuck, like I've got to lock in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is it. So like my work ethic became super high. I was like super work orientated. I've always been someone that's like had a side hustle no matter what. Like when I used to be a night manager. I was a night manager for Asda at 19.
Gee.
And then
Oh my God. You had a kid.
and while doing that, I was coming home. I'd work like 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Come home, stream on Twitch,
No
like,
way.
you know, for like 5-6 hours, making like a side income. I used to make about $2.5 grand a month off Twitch.
Oh,
no way.
Then I'd sit there, go to the gym for like 3 hours, 2 hours. This is when I was like 22, 23. After the stream, and then sleep for like 3 hours and go to work.
Fuck me,
hell.
mate.
But that's
long,
the effect of like, because I suppose it's how you approach it. Some people have kids young and just go, yeah, like fuck it, like it means nothing to me. But for me, it was like this is my opportunity to just use this as a driving force to like solidify myself and them. Do you know what I mean?
For me, what it is about not having kids, I can't imagine having kids. Like
I couldn't imagine you
I
having
am
kids.
so, in a way,
Stupid.
stupid, but a little bit like selfish in a way. I want to like. I like traveling around.
Yeah.
I won't even have a dog
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I think that ties me. But a kid,
It's funny you mention that because I had a dog like 3 months ago.
you had a dog.
Yeah, I just got a dog.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant it died.
No,
Okay.
no.
Oh, you got a dog
You
as
had
well.
one.
Then again, if he keeps pissing anyway, he might
Yeah.
actually see that.
So what dog did you get?
I got a Goldador cross between a Labrador and a
Oh,
Golden
that's
Retriever.
sick. That's the one I want.
Can I
It looks
see
like
it?
it looks like the Andrex puppy.
Have you- yeah, show me what it looks
really
like. I've
want
never seen it. I've never even heard of it.
He's awesome, man. Like he's super.
What's his
cool.
name?
Dexter.
Oh, it's like the TV show.
That's why he's called Dexter.
Mate,
Oh, is it? I haven't seen it.
That's why my son's called Harrison.
what?
What you really like? The
Mate,
is it good?
Dexter. It's the fucking best show ever.
Mate, I'm
Have
on.
you seen it?
I'm on season 4 or 5 currently.
Oh yeah,
You
Really
like it?
good.
love it.
Shall
It's,
I get
mate,
it?
it's
Shall I-
unreal.
shall I do
I
it?
talked about it last episode.
You did, but I don't really.
I've watched it.
Like-
I think I've watched it for at least 5-6 times.
It's unreal.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I've watched that about 5-6
That's
times
better
as
than
well.
Dexter then. Oh, fine.
Mate, Dexter is
Dexter's
good.
really good, you
It's
know.
really good.
Like,
I'll try it.
really
I'll try
good.
It then. I will try that then.
Like, highly recommend.
Yeah, mate, it's so good. And it will keep you hooked. I was going to say, if your kid at school ever got bullied, imagine him being
Staring
like,
at the
Yeah.
fucking-
yeah, his dad walking
The thing
through.
is like those kids in school that are old, like year 10, year 11, they all know me. Like a lot of my
yeah,
audience
they
is like
do.
14, 15, 16. They're all like these young gym lads. So like most of these kids in school know who I am. So the benefit of that is like if I go to pick my son up, like the year 10s, 11s, like, fuck.
Yeah,
That's Jim Reaper, like what?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the benefit of that. It's like, I don't think anyone older than him is ever going to give him an issue. Do you know what I mean?
Do you ever get people like, because you're so big, I've heard that people, when you go out to like a pub, people almost want to fight
yeah.
you.
Yeah. So I intentionally just don't go out.
Do
They
people-
try and fight you.
You know, it's not that. It's like it's a measure up thing. I think like certain men feel like they have something to prove, right? Like,
Yeah.
like
So
an ego
bollocks,
thing.
innit?
It's so weird. It's like such a weird concept because I guess once they're out, they've had a drink, especially like guys that like a bit of like gear and that. They're like, oh. Yeah, man. Like, I
could take him
who's
on.
that geezer?
Like a challenge.
He is, bruv. Like,
Yeah.
but you might like. I'm just in my own world. Do you know what I mean? I'm just there like,
Yeah.
having a good time. Got my drink, just chilling. And there's really like 20 feet away, there's a geezer staring at the side of me, like I could fucking do him. Do you know what I mean? I could do him.
fuck?
And really, it's like I'll Batista bomb you to the Earth's core, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's the biggest risk for me. And I suppose it's one of the main reasons. Like I try to avoid all forms of like physical, like physicality. In
You
that
must
sense.
want to though. If I was your size and someone started on me, I'd just fucking crush their skull.
No, but that's the fear thing, because being at my size, like if I smack someone, like what if they die? You know what I mean?
They'd probably
I've got
die.
2 sons. Like I've got a life to think about. Like that's why it's just like I look at everything as like, is it worth it? But to be honest, there is one thing in life that gets me close to fighting every day, and it's fucking road rage, man. I might have the worst road rage on earth.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't
yeah.
know why it's so bad. Like I don't know if it's like genetic. Maybe like I had a family member that was really fucked up for it. But like, it's so bad. Like if I'm in the car with like my kids or my mum, like if I've got my mum in the car, someone cuts me up, I'm like, I'm a fucking.
Yeah, but this is the thing. If I was your size, I would love to like. I don't know how you keep the ego. Because
No, do you know? Because I suppose like the whole concept of Gym Reaper and where that came from was being the protector of people in the gym that couldn't really look after themselves. So like, I started posting consistently like January 23, and gained like 400k a month in following, and it was because all of it was from a concept of protecting gym goers that were being bullied. So like what it was like people would post videos of someone else lifting, and they'd be like that's a fucking cute lift. Here's me doing it for 10 reps.
Oh yeah.
It's like, what's that? Like, what are you putting that person down? Like everyone's on a different journey. Everyone's in a different stage in that journey. If you're in the gym and you're working hard, the numbers don't matter. It's your intent. If you're intense there and you're working hard, your numbers don't matter. As long as you're working hard, that's the only thing that matters. You know what I mean? Because the way like numbers mean nothing. What matters is your intensity and whether you're willing to give it your time. So when I was seeing this stuff, I was like, well, who the fuck are you to set that strength standard? Like, who are you to set that? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, but so that I would just like go on their page, find their deadlift, and then incline it for like 20 reps. I'm like, yeah, now what? Like, now you're my bitch, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I was doing that, and people were like, oh my god, this guy's the Gym Reaper, and I was like, that sounds fucking sick.
Yeah,
and that's when I picked the name up.
Can I tell you something about the gym though?
I've been looking for my dog for 5 months.
Yeah, just leave it, mate.
Apparently,
I don't know how you don't have
apparently, I know, you know what it is? I've got videos of him being highly fucking autistic. That's what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have any cute photos of him, like, he's fucking stupid 24/7. That's the issue.
Yeah, I mean, you could just joke like that, and I'll be satisfied.
I'm getting there. I think I'm close.
I mean, you've had it for 3 months. It's got to be.
Yeah, do you know what it is? It turns out. Apparently, I don't take many pictures of him. Do you know what? There's him asleep on my pajama shorts.
Okay,
there we go.
He just looks like a.
It does like the gym.
He's a good look. Yeah, literally like the Andrex puppy is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, right. So there's this. You were saying about the whole stigma about like steroided blokes being all boisterous and all that. I've actually found the opposite.
It is the opposite.
Genuinely.
You know, like strongman, for example. You know, like people look at me, and I think I actually get effects like potential relationships or encounters that I haven't had yet. Is people look at me and they think, "Fuck, like he's intimidating." Do you know what I mean? Like it's like an outlook thing. And I think a lot about strongmen too. Like strongman as a sport, people look at them and like, oh my god, like big, scary dudes. The most polite, kindest people I've met are strongmen. Like straight up, the nicest people I've met. Like Thor, like coolest guy in the fucking world, bro. Like, and the guy's nearly 7 foot tall, and he's a mountain, literally. Like in physical terms, he's literally, but he's one of the coolest guys I've ever met.
The thing I've noticed, right? So I for a couple of years was going to a proper commercial gym. And I found any time I went in, it was always like the teenagers, like kind of lanky, kind of skinny. They'd always be the ones to kind of almost like look around like they want to fucking fight everyone. I then joined a bodybuilding gym where it was everyone in there. It looks like the fucking Hulk, and all of them. My first day there, I was like, fucking hell, these guys look, they could kill me. Yeah. But I was doing this exercise first day. Guy comes over, he was like, oh, do you want any help with that, mate?
Well, like spot?
No, he was just like, because I was struggling. It was this tricep extension machine, and I was really struggling to like get it. He was like, oh, if you move this, you can get it easier.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's like all these guys, these huge, massive guys, they're not the ones that start laying you off. It's the little fucking dweebs.
I think it's ego related. I think younger guys are getting to the gym quickly gain an ego. You know?
Yeah,
And that's where like
they do.
most of my content was always on younger lads, like, like 19, 18-year-olds that are in the gym that just think that they're so strong. But it's because it's just this ego gain of gym users. Like you go, yeah, I'm in the gym, like, yeah, and they look around and they think they're the strongest guy in the room. But when you actually go to gyms where it's got real strong people, like,
they don't give a fuck.
there is no ego in there. Do
They
you know what I
just
mean?
care about themselves.
That's it, true. They're in their bubble, they're training, they come in, they go, whoever else is there, they just don't care.
Yeah. What advice would you give to someone who like is starting the gym then, who's like 18 years old? So.
Enjoy the journey, but
Yeah.
craft your own journey. So the biggest, like, okay, if you look online now, every single post, there's 97,000 fucking shit PTs or coaches saying, this is the optimal way to do this pull, or you shouldn't do flat bench press. Instead, do an incline dumbbell for increase. Just shut the fuck up, man. Like all this is idiots trying to sell a shit program. None of them are actually, and if you look at them, they're all built like breadsticks. Like none of them have. You know, in life, usually you wouldn't go to fucking, Fat Bastard from Austin Powers and say, mate, have you got like a diet plan for me?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you would go to Mo Farah and say, what do you use, mate, to fuel your running? Like what's your diet? Like you go to people that are experienced in that field. When you look at these PTs and coaches now, they're literally fresh out the womb and they're like, yeah, man, get my 6-week program. To what, mate?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Like, what am I gaining? What am I building? But that's the biggest thing now is I think if you're a new gym goer now, the best thing you can do absolutely is do everything yourself and enjoy the journey. And that includes making mistakes. When I started gym, I made so many mistakes. I didn't understand equipment correctly. I didn't understand certain variations of equipment or what felt right in certain positioning or, bar placement on bench press or how to set up correctly. I mean, even now I'm still learning form, indicators 7 years on in bench press and I'm one of the best in the world at it. But even now there's still more for me to learn and I'm willing to learn it. That's the thing. And it's about always having an open mind to that is don't go in the gym. One, don't ever feel like you're not welcome there. The whole point of the gym is self-improvement. It's got nothing to do with anyone else in the room at all. So if you feel like people are looking at you, they aren't. Honest to God, I look around the gym 24/7. And when I do, normally, like you just said, my approach is I'm looking around to just see what people are up to, like, just chilling. Yeah. If I can see someone that might need help, I'll go and offer help. And that's how most people approach gym. You're going to have 1%, which are dickheads, but you have that everywhere.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, there's always going to be 1% of people that are dickheads. And that's just life. Do you know what I mean? But you can't allow that to stop you going to the gym. Because that's what it's about, self-improvement. So absolutely, my advice would just be, do the journey yourself. Don't sit there looking at like millions of programs or millions of this or millions of that or listening to all this online advice. Just go and have fun. The thing that will keep you more consistent in the gym than anything is exploring it yourself, going, working stuff out, and then seeing gains from it. Because then it becomes like this is my journey. I'm crafting it and I'm enjoying it, and it's like a game, and you build it yourself. Whereas if you routine it and you start to follow a super strict this or super strict that, and there's 20 people telling you how you should or shouldn't do this and that, you're much less likely to continue it.
Yeah, and you won't enjoy it as much, I feel. Because the thing is, if you follow like a training program and they don't explain how you do certain movements and stuff like that, if you don't get it, then you'll be like, you'll think you just can't do that exercise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you'll be like, you give up. I think if you're doing it yourself and trying different machines, like you say, like you'd learn it. And you'd be
there's definitely a place in that world for all of that.
Yeah.
But get yourself in the door first.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, get in there, get your experience, enjoy it for a bit, enjoy 6 months, and then go, you know what, I feel like I've taught myself everything I can. Maybe now it's time to program something. But it's funny because, like me 7 years in, anyone in my position in terms of strength sport in their categorized lifts or, sports has sat there, followed strict programming. I have never in my life followed a program.
Really?
I am where I am, just sending it and having fun.
Good, yeah.
I've never sat there and gone like,
learning.
week 5, need to do this, week 6. I'll just go, yeah, feel all right, sending it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's how I feel. I literally just go out and go, shoulder, is it? Yeah, man, sweet, let's send. Like, that's my approach every gym session. That'll be what it is today. I'll just stretch and go, yeah, man, like, let's just send 6 plates or just do this. And that's how I always am. Like, I just have fun. I don't overthink things or like overcomplicate anything. I'll just go, this is what I'm doing today because I feel like it. If it hurts, it hurts.
So, Jack, I've had an idea. when you was pissing, I'm going to open this Johnny, and when you put it on your head, and you blow it up. I'm gonna do that now.
I am actually really intrigued now. I'm very excited to see this. Me personally, I've never put a condom on my head. No.
Oh, I have, mate.
No, I thought you need to put water in it.
Nah.
No, that was another trend.
This is lubey as fuck.
Let me feel the lubie.
Oh,
does it smell like chocolate?
Yeah, it does.
Hold on. Oh, that smells well nice.
You're not gonna eat it. Go lick it. I want to see.
Can I?
Yeah, go on.
Can you lick it?
Yeah, lick
Yeah, I
it.
mean, yeah, it's
it edible?
that's why. Yeah, that's why it's flavoured. Yeah.
Like it, don't they? All boys. What's it like?
Let me try again.
Nice.
I didn't taste much.
Oh my
Go that
God.
side because I lick that. This is really strange.
This is the
Sorry, mate.
coolest shit I've ever seen. I'm really.
I don't know if I could put that on my head because it's so oily. It's so lubey.
No, you
That,
can't.
It'll
yeah, I
lube
was.
me up.
Yeah, it's very lube. That's what
Maybe
I
I
was
should
saying.
go-
to
shall I
him.
Why
wash
would we
it?
do that?
Shall I go
do it.
wash it first?
No, no.
Mate, I'm not going to put chocolate
What
lube.
size is that?
So no, it's just a normal condom.
Oh.
I don't buy dual XL. Sadly, I wasn't blessed like that.
I might wash it first.
No, don't wash it.
Mate, have you felt how
Lube, mate, it's chocolate.
Yeah, on my head.
Mate, it'll smell nice. It will.
Nah.
No, trust
Let
me.
me just. I'll be right back.
Fucking hell.
1 second.
All right, we'll cut again then.
It's about to just straight wash it.
Any other like?
This
That is fuck-
This is incredible.
All right.
Actually, we'll
ready?
talk about it on the pod.
Right. I've got a bit of water. It's on my coat. Right, what you do? I've unrolled.
How is it not going to rip? Oh, you
They
blow
don't
it
rip.
up.
Watch.
I'm really excited to watch this.
It might rip.
It
just said it
don't
won't
rip.
rip.
No,
It might rip.
You got to go like this.
Do you need help with it?
Not at the moment.
Your head ain't fitting in that.
It does. Promise. Maybe I'll flip it inside out and go like this.
So what is your plan here?
You put it on your head.
Have you done this before?
Done it once.
No! I said it would rip.
That happens to me all the time. Damn it.
Sometimes they don't rip.
Well, then what do you do with it?
And then you put it over your nose.
And then you breathe hard into your nose and you blow it up.
and it goes
Oh,
sick.
I said you should have done the water thing where that puts it on straight away.
Yeah, but then I'll be soaking wet.
Yeah. Just drench
No,
a couple of layers of water.
'cause
Yeah.
it goes the other way, inside out. That's how they put swimming caps.
Yeah, but you've got to get it off.
Yeah, no, all the water is on the inside, and when you put it on, it flips inside.
Yeah.
And then the water will just go around you like an umbrella.
Maybe I should have. Yeah, fair enough.
You know, my uncle was a professional bodybuilder.
Really?
Yeah, and a natural. Can you look up Mike Williams, bodybuilder?
Your uncle?
But he passed away quite young,
Really?
heart attack,
Oh, way.
which is crazy because he was natural.
How old was he? Oh, really?
In his 40s or 50s, I think. I believe so. Him and my dad trained
Right,
on YouTube.
Is that him?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, have a look on. Yeah, if you go on YouTube,
How is he your uncle then?
he's Jamaican.
Yeah, but how's he your uncle? You don't have any
mean?
Jamaican in you.
Yeah, but my auntie's Indian and she married a Jamaican.
Oh, you're a half uncle. No, step uncle then. Don't really matter, is it? Step
What?
uncle. I don't know.
No, that's not how uncles work. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's not related. He's not blood
All this
related.
stepsister talk.
No.
Can it be?
That one down, legend. Yeah.
Not legend.
No, he says he's a legend.
Legend Mike Williams, 900 views. He's not a legend, then, is he?
Well.
He might be. Rest in peace, though. Which one is he?
Which was
That one.
Oh,
On the
he's
right.
actually
He's
big
ripped.
guy.
Wham, yeah. And my cousin, his son, is absolutely wham as well.
Yeah,
So he's dead.
he's got a lot of mass.
Yeah.
Did he
I like
win?
his confidence as well. I like his confidence.
Yeah.
Fucking get it in front of everyone.
I mean, you got to win the judges, man. That's a lot of
Yeah.
what bodybuilding is. It's the performance. Do you know what I mean?
But bodybuilders now don't look like this. They look a bit weird.
I mean, naturally, like with anything, is everything excels, right? Everything consistently gets bigger. You know, we find ways to explore and create newer versions. Bodybuilding is, especially with the growth in supplementation and the more that we learn about steroids and supplements, the bigger and bigger people are going to get. You know what I mean? It's only going to keep happening. I think what happened with bodybuilding is at one point it was about how incredible is your physique. Then it was like how big are you, and now it's a mix of both. You know, is size and condition. But we're only seeing better and better results year on year with the correct supplementation.
But have you seen the
The guts.
gut? Have you
So
ever-
it's known as growth gut. It's normally caused by growth hormone.
Is that what? Can we? Have you never seen this?
Don't think so.
Some bodybuilders these days have a gut like that. But it's like abs.
Abs.
Yeah.
Oh, like,
They look like
Liver
little-
King. He's got one of them.
Yeah.
It's more intense than that.
No, but yeah, there's definitely more intense than Liver King. I've seen a few.
What's it called?
The best thing to type is just growth hormone gut bodybuilder.
Yeah. Mate, some of them are insane.
Oh, yeah. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Oh, I have seen that.
So what
Now,
this
look at
is growth hormone, which we all have in small doses. You know, when you use growth hormone and you inject it consistently, there was a guy called Rich Piana. Do you remember Rich Piana?
Yeah,
Mr. 5%. He died. Rich used to inject 2 IUs of growth hormone every hour, which is, by the way, it's fucking mental. It's like insane
Why
amounts.
did he do that then?
Because he just loved being huge. He just loved being
was
huge.
huge.
And growth hormone obviously induces growth. The idea of it is you just keep growing and getting bigger, you know, muscle mass increases, etc. But the risk of growth hormone is that it actually grows internal organs.
Oh, like your heart.
It grows organs too. So growth hormone in high doses grows organs, but especially intestinal organs. So growth hormone a lot of the time is pinned into the stomach sub-Q. People put it into that stomach area, but it grows the organs behind the stomach wall, pushing the ab wall forward, which is why you see people with growth gut. So their stomachs, like bodybuilders that look like they have a huge gut, is because...
Oh, yeah, Joe Rogan.
So what is the growth? Is it just, what is it, like steroids then?
Growth hormone is I don't know too much about it. I want to say it's a peptide. Growth hormone is a peptide, but it's definitely, if you ask me, it's a steroid of sorts. But growth hormone has a place in the pharmaceutical world for recovery. Doctors prescribe growth hormone for people. Growth hormone is used for a lot of stuff.
Pituitary gland.
Yeah.
Wasn't Rich Piana that bloke who released that 8-hour workout?
Yes, 8-hour arm day.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't see that.
Surely
He
that's
trained.
a load of
No, he literally did as well. He trained arms for 8 hours.
But surely that doesn't do anything.
I mean, I suppose the question is, can we tell him he's wrong when he looked how he did?
Yeah.
Because naturally
Yeah.
you'd go, there's no way that makes any sense. But then I always say, like, is the proof in the pudding? Like, how does he look? Well, the guy was fucking huge.
But
Yeah,
surely
but he wouldn't-
science-wise, like...
I know. I mean, he definitely wouldn't do an 8-hour arm day every week and say, yes, Sam. That was just for fun.
Surely it gets to a point where, like, after an hour... Because I actually watched part of his 8-hour workout, and it was literally the same exercise.
Oh, yeah.
Over and over. And it's like...
Yeah, it's waste. It's just waste.
Because that's not the part where you build muscle, is it? It's the recovery.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
And if you're just overly ripping it, it's not adding anything. It's
Well,
just,
no, you just do more damage. You do
and
more harm
also,
than good.
isn't there... there's a thing where if you damage your muscle enough, your body's like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah, so you can actually develop something called rhabdo.
Rhabdo, yeah.
Yeah, so you get rhabdo, which is where you break down a muscle so much. You might have to correct me on this, producers, but you break down muscle so much, muscle tissue becomes so fine that you release it to the bloodstream, and you can actually poison yourself, basically. You can get really sick off it, yeah. Larry Wills had it. Larry Wills had rhabdo.
Oh, wow.
Only about a year ago.
How'd you get rid of it then?
You need to go straight to hospital. There we go. Serious medical condition that occurs when skeletal muscle breaks down rapidly, releasing proteins and electrolytes into the bloodstream.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So you
but it
rip
can
them
happen.
too
It's
much?
basically from overtraining. You can basically just destroy muscle to a point where it becomes like very dangerous. Yeah.
When I first saw Larry Wills, I thought, do you know Larry Wills? Yeah.
I'd probably know him if I saw
You've
it.
definitely seen him.
Can we type in Larry Wills on images, please? And when I first saw his videos, I was like, this man is ridiculous. Like, he is just a fucking freak in the good sense, I guess. Have you seen him before?
Didn't you?
I've done loads of videos with
Have you
him.
done loads
Yeah,
of videos with him?
was
Yeah.
Ronnie Coleman with...
I've done Ronnie Coleman with him.
Yeah, that's the
that
one I've
one arm
watched.
world record I did was with him. In fact, my most viral video ever was with him.
Was it? What was it?
Yeah, it was the clap. I did
Can I see
155
one with
kilo
Eddie
clap
Hall?
rep.
I think I saw.
Mate, it did, like, collectively, over, like, 10 accounts that I know, it did over 100 mil, which means it's done over 1 billion views on
Well,
its
I would
own.
have definitely seen
It's mental.
Yeah.
He looks fucking same size as Eddie Hall.
Yeah.
Mate, I saw a picture of you and Eddie Hall. And
I'm
you,
bigger than Eddie.
You fucking
Really?
engulfed
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
yeah. Is he
He's about 165 kilo now. So Eddie's like kind of maintaining that body weight. So I'm like 20 kilo heavier than Eddie, but I'm also slightly taller. I've got a really big frame as well. So like Eddie holds weight quite evenly everywhere. I hold weight super heavily up top. Like I've got a huge chest, and because of that, like I look really big next to him. But Eddie's still a massive guy.
So he was world's strongest man, wasn't
Yeah, 2017. Yeah,
So you're stronger than him.
I'm stronger than him in pressing at the moment. But other than that, I mean, he'd still smoke me in like deadlifts.
Deadlift. What's your deadlift?
I don't deadlift. I hate it.
Oh, really? I don't. I hate
I'm
it. So it
like
takes
troll.
out of you.
he?
doesn't it?
Have you done the strongest man?
No, I've never done like proper strongman. I've messed around in like some local comps and stuff like that, but it's never been like something I really want to do yet. Bench press is like my baby. It's like my third
But
child.
surely, like, for your size,
You know, like I have like my audience is super keen for it. You know, I suppose the benefit is similar to like Eddie did. My aim has always been to grow an audience around the strength and then push into it. Like Eddie got a massive audience, and Eddie's audience has helped carry him beyond strongman and obviously to have a great career now. But the reason Eddie was so popular with strongman was because he had an audience and he built an audience, so they watched him in the sport. So that's the benefit for me now, is I'm growing a good audience, and my audience is super keen for me to do strongman. Like they're like, you've got the frame, you've got the build. If you practice the movements that you don't do, you could go in there and kill it. I know this much, like, and you know, strongmen have said this to me, like pressing wise, on 8 weeks notice now, I could walk into strongman and be one of the best pressers in the sport without a doubt. But if I was to just train everything I need to, odds are I could go into the sport and actually do really well. But I think for now, I'm probably just going to continue with bench press because I love it too much.
Yeah.
It's like an addiction. Literally.
What do you think about, I bring this guy up every time we mention bodybuilding and stuff. What do you think about Mike Thurston?
Mike Thurston.
So, can you type in Mike?
I do.
TV?
I actually do. I know the name, but I can't think of his face. Mike Thurston.
He's got an incredible looking body. Not, you don't have to do height. This guy, do you know him? You must know him.
I've seen him. I don't know a lot about him.
Okay, he claims. Well, I think he claims.
He claims natural.
Yeah. He's a massive guy. I've met him twice, and he's huge. 6'2" or something. I'm wondering your thoughts on his body, because every all in his comments, I don't know.
Yeah.
All in his comments are like, just steroids, blah, 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 all that shit. And I'm like, I don't know.
The thing is, so for me, it's easy for me to sit here and go, no, he's not natural.
Yeah,
He's on gear.
obviously, yeah.
But at the same time, I know exactly how that approach is, because when I was natural, everyone thought I was on gear. And I wasn't.
Yeah,
You know what
I know.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
So for me to sit here and go, look at him and go, that's unachievable naturally. Everyone thought that about me.
So you've been there.
Been there. So it's like, to look at him, I can't sit here and say he's on gear. Do I look at him and think that physique would say he's on gear? Probably, yeah. I'd say, yeah, he's on gear. But at the same time, he really might not be.
Well,
You know what I mean?
it's the same as like Matt does fitness. You know that is?
Yeah.
He proved that he wasn't on gear.
he's-
But again,
And
those
he's-
tests can be fucking super easily passed.
Oh,
Yeah, but he said that he got he vlogged every time he got randomly tested throughout like a year.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's different then.
But maybe everyone was saying then that maybe in his past he had done something, and then
Yeah, I mean,
show up anymore,
you know,
doesn't
the thing is, if you've ever used gear, can you claim natty? I mean, I suppose years later you can claim natty, but are you a lifetime natty? No. You've definitely enhanced yourself at some point, I guess. That's the issue.
yeah,
It's a sticky one.
I'm not
It's a
natural.
really sticky one.
he's actually.
Why are you not natty?
no.
Let me guess, Psalms. MK.
No. Well, so
Rad.
there's this whole story behind it.
Okay.
It actually wasn't Psalms, it was bleach.
What? He got bleached.
Yeah. So it was like some fake shit on some website.
This is the biggest risk now. This is one of the things that like really bothers me in the space. So I'm sponsored by these guys, Thoroughbred Labs. They're a peptide company that sells Psalms. But like when they reached out to me, I was like, I want to see your fucking certification. I want to see your testing. What's your testing like? Tell me your testing processes, because like I'm super aware of the idea that if I'm going to promote this product, there's no way we're having someone fucking die off it. Do you know what I mean? Because that comes straight back to me.
Mate, I was this close to that. I got liver failure.
Good God.
And this is when I was like, how old was it? 19 maybe? And all my skin was yellow, everything.
Oh my God.
And in hospital for like a year and a half. It was fucked.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How long were you taking it for?
6 weeks. It completely fucked me.
You know what the worst thing is someone's actually sat there and put that together and not get a shit.
Well, this company, like, their website completely, they sold it as like this legal, natural pre-workout type thing.
Oh my God.
And I had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
My mate had it, and he didn't really know what it was, and I was just like, oh, it's just some like a creatine.
Yeah.
And that's how they marketed it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, well, it's legal. It can't be like some crazy drug. But yeah, it fucked me. And then because when I went to the hospital, they didn't know what the hell it was. So they did tests on it, and they found out it was a bleach compound.
That's unreal.
Fucked.
Wow.
So yeah.
That'd put me off taking anything for life.
Mate, this is why I'm fuck
Yeah,
that.
no more.
That'd put me off everything.
Yeah.
Really would. That's horrible.
So what was it like training with Ronnie then?
Probably one of the coolest guys in the world, man.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know, if you think of like most source of inspiration for like most gym users, like a lot of people just go, lightweight. Yeah, man. Like everyone just thinks of Ronnie Coleman, you know, like his videos are like eternal, the squatting, like the leg press. People just watch his stuff for motivation. But when I walked into a room, and I remember meeting like his rep, and then we walked into a room and Ronnie came in 5 minutes later, and I was like, this guy, like seeing him in the flesh, I was like, holy shit.
Really?
But as a person, one of the coolest guys I've ever met.
That's just ridiculous. Look at that.
That one in the vest. Can we do that one? Right, bit right. That is. It's like his legs are like horse legs.
Right, like in my opinion, he's still to this day is the best bodybuilder that's ever lived.
Absolutely. Who are your like top three bodybuilders?
It's an interesting question for me because I usually don't do bodybuilding, but I can pick three. I would say Ronnie number 1, Arnie number 2, and Seabum number 3.
Seabum, yeah.
Seabum.
Yeah, Chris Bumstead, yeah.
Can I
type in Chris Bumstead?
He's the current Olympia champion.
Chris Bumstead. I recognise the name.
You've definitely seen him.
Yeah. Have you seen him?
I can't really. I can't see from there. Can you do one of the
bigger ones?
Bigger one.
No.
Oh fucking hell! His shoulders.
Yeah,
is he non-natural? Surely.
No, he's not natural. No, definitely not.
Isn't that one of the things? Your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, so you can get like Simfol shoulders, where like your shoulders retain a lot of fluid kind of thing. But Seabum has won the Olympia for the last, I don't know how many years now, maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah,
he's incredible.
So would you like to look like that or not?
Do you know, it's an interesting question. Probably not.
No, really?
I don't give enough of a shit, man. The thing is, like I said, my approach is like I train for fun and to do something I enjoy, and I really enjoy bench press. If you were asking me, do I wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and go like, I'm a Baywatch model? I don't. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm self-aware, man. Like, I think that's one of the biggest things is like acceptance of me. And like, I'm super self-aware. I know I don't look like a paid tree model or a babe station girl, but like at the same time, like I'm happy in life.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, this being this size is not sustainable. Like I do not want to be this big for the next 10 years. I want to get the bench world record, like the all-time world record, get that. As soon as I've got that, I intend to cut weight and just fuck around then. And
what is the world record right now?
354 kilo.
And you're on
320.
So
way to go. There's a few.
Some distance. But the benefit that I've got is I'm 8 years younger than the current record holder.
Oh, who is the record holder?
Julius Maddox.
Can we have a look at Julius Maddox?
Maddox.
Do you know who my favourite bodybuilder is? Who? Do you know Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah. He competed against Arnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He I'll show you.
Fucking this geezer.
Oh, mate.
What?
Yeah, that's us there actually.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's us and Ronnie.
Is that Ronnie in
That's
the
Ronnie in the middle.
He looks tiny. Yeah. Is that actually to scale?
That's to scale, yeah. Dead serious.
Wow.
Shit. But
Yeah. So Ronnie now, because Ronnie's had so many surgeries on his back and his legs, the thing with Ronnie is, when you look at Jay Cutler, who competed against Ronnie, the reason that Ronnie and Jay are in such different health positions is because Ronnie was addicted to lifting heavy. That's like, when I say, you remember how I said about the fun part? That was Ronnie's approach. Like Ronnie just liked to lift heavy weight. He enjoyed it. He didn't need to necessarily do that for his, to be where he was in his career. He just loved lifting heavy weight, and that has put a massive effect on his joints, his back, his legs over the years. And so he's obviously in a position of health now where that's how he is, but he doesn't regret any of it. Like when I spoke to Ronnie and like I asked him, I was like, would you change anything? Not a thing. He'd do it all over again, 10 times over, In fact, the hardest thing for him now, which is what he said in that video, is the hardest thing for him now is to come to these collaborations and not be able to join in.
Yeah.
He has to sit there and he's sitting there and like, he's still like, lightweight, yeah, buddy, still warming up. But it's like, he's sitting there and really he just wants to join in. The guy just wants to get under some weight and send it.
Can he not do that?
But his body won't allow him.
How old is he now?
60. Yeah, 60.
And then how old was he in his prime, do you think?
I want to say Ronnie was still competing at 44, 43. Wow. I might be wrong, maybe 43.
Julius Maddox.
I might be right there. I want to say he was still competing into his 40s.
So how old is this Julius Maddox?
Julius is 37.
So you got a while.
Look at that picture there.
Yeah, that is
that is a gorilla
record.
What, on the left?
Yeah.
That's edited. That's not real.
I was going to say, yeah,
that's some AI. It was 43. Look at that for a guess.
43.
Did you say that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can Lou Ferrigno,
Type him in.
He played the Incredible Hulk.
He did, yeah.
Oh, did he?
And it wasn't edited or anything. It was just his body. Can you
no
type
way.
in Lou Ferrigno Hulk, please?
There he is.
And the reason why I love him, yeah, got images.
Oh, so he's quite old now.
Yeah, so go down to the Hulk one. That was the first Incredible Hulk, and that is just his body. But he trained. He competed against Arnold. They had like a little rivalry. But I watched his old documentaries.
Have you watched Pumping Iron?
Pumping, I watched a bit of it.
Fucking hell, he's huge.
But my dad has all these bodybuilding books.
Yeah.
And they're like almost like these magazines. I love reading through them. And I watched an old school documentary where he's talking about his workout. And like you say, Ronnie Coleman, his was just fucking smash weights.
Yeah, yeah.
But obviously it has an impact on your health. His whole thing was like the whole like slow. One of his things was like, don't ego lift because you'll do damage.
That's the approach now in bodybuilding, is more of like a mind to muscle connection.
Mate,
the idea is to feel every part of the movement, contract the muscle for every part, feel that contraction, because as dumb as it sounds, it's proven to work. That whole mind to muscle connection works.
The thing is, so I watched that, and because I was trying to increase my strength, right? Because that's what you think, oh, more strength, more, you look like a bodybuilder, but it doesn't exactly work that, does it?
I always go slow.
And so he talks about your highest weight, just drop it a few and then do it really slow and just really like almost connect muscle connection. And I did a session like that. Mate, I've never felt the pain in my muscles like that.
I can do that though. Like it's funny. Like I can put 100 kilo on a bench, which for me I can rep it for like 100. But if I just think about my chest contracting as I do it, take it slow and focus on the movement, 12 to 15 reps, I'm like, whoa. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it's so funny because if I don't think about it and just disassociate and just start repping it, I don't even feel it. I'm just like,
it's weird how that works, isn't it? Because it's still moving the muscle.
Yeah.
But it's just like the brain is contracting it more and just working
it's so weird, the like misconception, because like loads of people that go to the gym, even now I know loads of mates who are like, I just need to get stronger to build my muscles to look like a bodybuilder, but it's different, isn't it?
Pretty different thing. Yeah.
Like because there's powerlifters at my gym that are like my size, but they're lifting crazy weights, but they don't look really like lean and muscly.
I think the difference between bodybuilding and powerlifting is, I think I said it a bit earlier, the idea of powerlifting is, how do I move this weight in the most efficient way with the most minimal risk from A to B? You know, like powerlifting. So like if you look, most people will like bench press at a set angle, different style, wide out. Like we try to minimize every form of risk. Like people will bench wide, less ROM, so they just have to touch, put it back, you know? So powerlifting is just about point A, point B, not really a mind to muscle connection thing, but how can I move this weight efficiently and quickly in the strongest way? And they just repeat that process and keep getting better at it. Whereas bodybuilding is all about obviously slowly increment increases of mind to muscle connection and growing. It's funny, we were talking about mind to muscle. Like there was a guy, this is so like off cue now, by the way, but there was a guy DM me a few months ago from Texas, and he's like, he messaged me, he was like, bro, when you train, like, do you do mind to muscle connection and stuff? I was like, no, not really. And then the conversation took like a wild swing. So he's like, could I sponsor you? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, could you sponsor me? And he's like, I'd like to pay for your food and for like your gear usage. And I was like, what? He's like, I want to pay for the food that you eat and I want to pay for the gear that you use. Like, I want to sponsor your growing. Like, I want to sponsor you getting bigger and stronger. And I thought, do you know what? Like, fuck it, yeah. Do you know, like, I'll let you pay for my food. I'm like, hell yeah. Like, and then he was like, we never took I never took a payment for anything. I just like, this was like me just saying yeah to him. Obviously, I thought like, what is the gain for you, you know?
Yeah.
He was like 38 years old from Texas. Like he was like a muscular guy. Like he was in shape. And then he said to me, would you come to Texas? And I was like, why would I come to Texas? And he's like, well, I'd like to fly you out. And I'm like, for what? And he's like, I'm just going to be up front. This is the craziest DM I've ever had. And he's like, yeah, so would you try and crack my ribs for 20 grand?
What?
Like, what?
Crack your ribs?
So what the fuck? Like, what the fuck do you mean? And he's like, basically, I am into like pleasure. And I was like, okay, what?
No.
So like, but like now I'm intrigued. So now, like, not because of them, but now I'm intrigued. Like, what the fuck do we mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? You know what I mean? It's like we explore it, and I'm like, what? Like, what? And he's like, basically, like, I'd like you to bear hug me, and for every rib you crack, I'll give you 20 grand.
That is fuck, by the way.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
You're
no.
watching this, mate. You're weird.
Listen, because it gets weirder.
Go on.
Then he's like, remember the Great Khali?
Yeah.
Where he used to get their head like that and push.
Yeah.
He meant like that was his move, wasn't it? Gets the head, pushes with his hands, the palms of his hands against the head, and tries to pressurize the head. It was wrestling. It's not real, you know? But he's like, if you could push my head and fracture my skull, I'll give you 100 grand.
What is happening?
And so obviously I'm like, the first thing I said to him was like, do you understand you could die? Like, that's the first, I was like, you realize you could die, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, this is a risk of death. He's like, I've done stuff like this before. I was like, so this isn't even his first time? Like, who the fuck else have you done it with? That's all I want to know. Like, who said
like a
yes?
sexual thing?
Well,
It's a pleasure thing. Yeah, he gets pleasure from it. And then not only that, so I was like, well, like, dude, like, one, it's a no, but two, like, how the fuck do you even like parameter? I was like, why would anyone ever say yes to this? Because you could die. Yeah. And he's like, I have a pre-contract, we have a pre-agreement that I sign and you sign to say any harm caused was my full intention to be aware of, and basically there's no like risk for you. Like, if I do die or I like receive a brain injury or I'm just like fucked, like, this piece of writing here on this paper states that there's no fault on
And
your
this
part.
guy just looked
And I
like
was
a
just
normal
like,
guy.
this
Like a
is-
normal muscly guy.
Yeah, I was just like, thanks, man. No, thanks.
Yeah, but surely I don't think that can protect you, can it?
No,
That
I don't.
contract.
I mean, I'd assume
killing
not.
someone.
Yeah, because I feel like after he was like a vegetable, he'd be saying, "Fuck that!" Like, you fucking done me in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's a bit like, but yeah, that was an insane DM. Insane.
Wow. I don't understand these sexual things that some
what
guys have.
gets you to that?
I was thinking, like, is this like a joke? I was like, is this a joke? Because I was like, I remember responding to him like, who is this? Like, stop pissing around. Like, who are you? Like, why are you not? Like, this is weird. And he was like, send me your PayPal so I can show you how serious I am. And I was like, what? So I purposely sent my PayPal email. He just sent $1,000 straight away.
So
I returned the payment. I went on PayPal, returned it back. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Is he even loaded though, or not?
Apparently.
Well, 100 grand
No,
to
well, so
crash his skull.
I remember clicking on his page, and his page was just him eating out at restaurants, like, everywhere, and they did look high end.
Did he have like a missus or?
Nope, just him like posing topless a lot. That's all it was.
So weird how you can be walking past someone on the street and some guy likes to get his head crushed for 100 grand.
It was mental.
Just to come.
Yeah, I was
Why?
like,
just have a
but that's
wank,
not,
mate.
no, but that's that. I didn't go into that like bit of it because I didn't think about it. I didn't really want to ask, but then I was thinking like, is his intent to be like cranking one out while you're
Probably,
like
mate.
pushing his head? Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, I like
probably.
you're squeezing his ribs and he's in the air like.
And the thing is, them people, they probably want to like film it as well.
Yeah, it's-
there's going to be some like other shit he wants to do.
It was crazy.
And he's just busting one out, and you're just.
I think that DM actually mentally scarred me for a bit. I was a bit like, I don't really want to check my message requests
It's
anymore.
so strange.
I was like,
I find that so strange. If you're into it,
yeah.
then you're a weirdo. But
Yeah, no, you are a weirdo.
But it
Either
takes
way.
a select person to be able to crush someone's skull with their bare.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's possible. I don't even know if I can. Maybe you can with like a sheer amount of pressure, but
have you done it with a watermelon before?
no, I've never tried.
Try it, you'd smash it.
I probably
You have a good grip
got a pretty good grip, yeah.
because they've got those grip machines, don't they?
Yeah.
But I want to try.
I would love what you should do when you beat the record, right? You should go down to like 8% body fat and just like see how fucking
You know, like that's
ripped
it's so. You know, like I did a teaser video last year, and I was like going on a cut. It did like 4 mil overnight. Like people,
No.
oh my god!
really?
People like, and then like the top comment, like these, I still laugh about them to this day. The top comment was, Africa just let out a sigh of relief. The next comment was, bro just ended world hunger in one video. I was like, what the fuck? Thanks so much.
That would be sick.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm
unreal.
definitely considering it once I'm done with the whole like bench press thing.
100%, mate.
Yeah.
Bang.
So
Yeah.
what do your biceps look like?
On a pump, my biceps measure out to 20. I think they measure out to 25 inches.
Mate.
Yeah, on a pump that is. But my forearms are like
Yeah,
the
your
craziest
forearms
thing.
are-
So like
Yeah, they're big.
genetics wise, I think I've got some of the craziest forearms on earth. Like if you come and feel that, I'm not even lying. Grab this. Just grab a side you want. It's all mass. It's pure muscle mass. And I've got, I don't know why.
That's
like, there's nothing. So I've never been someone that like heavily trains forearms. It's just straight genetics.
yeah.
But I've yet to be mugged on forearms.
Really?
Yeah.
you
Everyone
get
I've met,
people like-
Thor, Eddie, no one can beat me on forearms.
So you're probably good at arm wrestling.
So it's funny you mentioned that, actually. Eddie's arm wrestling Brian. You know who Brian Shaw is?
Yeah, Brian.
Big American
guy.
strongman, the store.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie and him are doing an arm wrestling match, like a super big
Snap
one.
each other's-
But
Yeah.
I'm training with Eddie for it, so I'm helping Eddie train for it.
Yeah, but mate, I don't arm wrestle anyone. Even if a little dweeb comes to me and says, arm wrestle
Mate,
me.
it's such an art. People don't realise how much of an art arm wrestling is.
Break your fucking arm.
Mate,
There's
easy.
Oh no, it's not that. Another podcast in here did an arm wrestle and he snapped his arm.
It's super. Like if you don't know how to hold your wrist correctly or pronate correctly or just use your back correctly, you can snap someone's wrist like that.
I'm not
so easy.
I'm not going to risk it.
Yeah.
Because you can't even feel it going probably and it just goes.
You just got to know when to, like, especially like experienced arm wrestlers. They know if someone's in a risky position, they'll stop it themselves and go, "I'm not pulling anymore because I'll snap your arm." Yeah.
Do you reckon you could like military press cut?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it, but
No, I'm just saying.
yeah, fair enough.
Definitely, yeah.
of course he could, mate. Of course he could.
I'd hope so. Yeah. I definitely hope so. I mean, I did. You know Dakota Chaver?
No.
She's a PFL champion, female champion. She's like, she's a killer, basically. She's an absolute animal, MMA fighter. But I took her on one arm and was just walking around, pressing her in the air in the gym like this for a while. Yeah.
How much she weigh?
She's about 70 kilo.
Yeah.
Well,
Almost.
what did you look like before you started? Were you already?
Oh, God.
Do you have pictures?
I have.
Would there be a
Don't
picture
ask for a
on Google?
picture, mate.
you know
It'll take
what?
another
If
year to
you-
get out.
I don't know if there'll be any on Google. There won't be.
What about Facebook or something?
I haven't got Facebook. It might be. I've got some on Instagram, but you'd have to scroll for a while. But
yeah.
I look basically like an emo.
Really?
I had a lip piercing here in the middle.
I really wanna see
I had my
it.
middle lip pierced. I had like a hoop.
Fuck that.
I had, you know what? I can find them quickly, but I'll find them.
Yeah, I
quickly.
wanna see.
But I had a hoop piercing. I had like long, slick back hair. I was like, it was actually really bad. The more I think of it, like, I suppose when you reflect a lot on stuff like that, you don't realise how you actually looked at the time.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, holy fuck! Like I actually walked around like that. Do you know what I mean?
Were you into like punk rock music and that?
Yes and no. I mean, I can't believe I'm about to show you this.
Go on.
There you go.
No way. Oh, so you were proper like lean.
God, you were lean as fuck. Are we able
But
to
you-
send that into the
Yeah, of course.
thingy?
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so we could put that on the screen like later. We'll
So
do it
you
later.
weren't massive.
No, I wasn't. No, I was actually quite like skinny when I was like 18, 19. Yeah. I was quite a skinny guy. That's what I'm saying. This has been like years of just consistently bulking. Do you know what I mean? To get to this size,
Fair enough.
which it's had to be to do what I want to do. Sadly, like the thing is, like, I don't know if that's like something people think, but I hope people know. Like, I don't want to be this big. Like, I don't enjoy being this big. Like, yeah, it's cool to be the big guy and walking around and everyone's like, fucking hell, you're massive. But like, you know, like putting my socks on fucking annoys me. It shouldn't annoy me.
What,
getting
on
on
your
it.
arse?
Getting
What?
on
No,
it.
you know what? That's I think that's the biggest misconception. People think that you can't wipe your ass. Like, actually, like I'll get the cleanest ass in fucking England, man. I'm a baby wipe user.
yeah.
Mate, when I had kids, I was like, yo, what the fuck have I not been using baby wipes for the
I
last
know.
18 years of my life?
Game changer.
Game changer. Like, I got the freshest ass. I'd let you lick me out right now. Like, my ass is clean, man. So, but no, like, it's just like basic stuff that like I don't want to struggle with. Do you know what I mean? Like, I should be able to go for a run and be okay, but I can't. Or, you know, like putting socks on actually fucking aggravates me. Like, it's like aggravating part of my day. I'm like, fuck. I've got to put my fucking socks on. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to do it because I'm there and I'm like putting my leg in different positions to like pull my sock on and stuff like that.
Yeah. What about like getting on a plane and that?
That's so I can only fly like premium or business now.
Really?
I literally cannot sit in economy.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
Fit,
that's the hardest thing. So like flying is just like, okay, the biggest loss for me is like rides. I can't go theme parks anymore.
Really?
I don't fit on roller coasters, any of them, like any, not one, anywhere.
Fuck.
It's fucked. I actually hate life because of it. It's really sad.
Yeah, that
Because I'm a roller coaster enthusiast. I love theme parks, but I can't. I'll go there now and I just do the basketball. You know what I mean?
No,
Shoot for a teddy bear because I can't
yeah.
go nothing.
So, Jim Reaper,
Jim Reed.
Hello there.
is there anything you want to say to wrap it up to everyone?
Yeah, don't the gear, kids. There we go.
Okay.
That's a good way to it.
Yeah, that's a
Don't
good
the
way.
gear. And I'll tell you, actually, real quick, I'm a sole believer in manifestation.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is when people hear someone say, oh, manifest it, they assume that what they mean is, oh, we'll say it and it will happen. That's not what manifest means. What manifest means is if you manifest something and you keep saying it and speaking it into existence, you begin to subconsciously take actions that make it happen, and you don't know that you're doing it. Like, you'll make choices differently, you'll build on networking and building relationships differently than you would have, because you've convinced yourself that something's going to happen. So like, I believe in manifestation heavily. I believe in the idea that if you want something, tell yourself you can get it and go and get it. Like, believe heavily in your ability to go and do it, and slowly but surely it will come to fruition. And you might get there and go, how the fuck did this happen? But little did you know, you've been making small implementations consistently that have got you there, and it's just because of self-belief. Like, 2 years ago, I was not in this position. 2 years ago, I was like 17 grand in debt, hating life, fucking hell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, looking for a way out of different things, like just trying to do everything I could to grow or build a new avenue. And then I just said to myself, you know what? January 2023, January 1st, I said my New Year's resolution is I'm going to post every day. That's my consistency part. That's my commitment to myself. I'm going to post every day. And I remember saying in like 2022, I was like, I'm going to train with Larry Wills one day. I'm gonna do a video with Larry Wills, and it sounded so stupid, like, but I said I'm going to do it. And then in May 2023, literally a year later, his manager reaches out to me. He's like, Larry wants to do a video, and I was like, what the fuck? And I think like that subconscious part of that posting every day is the kind of action that you take that will help stuff like that happen. And that's the subconscious things I'm talking about. Is manifestation isn't about saying something and a little fairy comes along and goes dink and you're gonna happen. But what it is if you truly believe in it and you speak it into existence, you will subconsciously do it without even knowing it. Do you know what I mean? So,
well, there you go, guys.
And where can people find you?
Instagram, Big Boy Bake. You'll see a lot of barbells being thrown in the air and bench press and shit like that. TikTok at Big Baker, Jim Reaper, and YouTube at Baker the Reaper.
The Reaper.
I do Reaper. No, I don't. Baker the Reaper, yeah.
Fair enough.
Great. All the links will be down below.
Well, thanks for coming on, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you for all the stuff as well.
Enjoy them.
Lubricant, what's it called?
Viagra.
Belly. Yeah.
All right. See you in the next episode.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Peace.